Thank you for finding my little corner of the internet where I am trying to bridge the gap between science and magic and create a tarot deck that possibly will elucidate some of the mysteries of ancient alchemy and the ancient practices from all religions in all times. I've been studying tarot for over 20 years. My name, Delphi, was even given to me because I was a tarot reader very young by someone who was from Greece. He was a musician, and so a lot of people just started calling me that. I did other things for a while, and then I became a professional artist about 8 years ago, and a tattoo artist about 5 years ago. I'm also a mom, which means I never sleep basically, but that's really amazing. And I've been asked to do a tarot deck for many, many years as an artist, and I never felt like I really had a grasp on the symbolism until through years of practice and experience and reading primary source, I finally learned something new to share to the world. The tarot is not just a set of symbols that you can use for divination. It is that, and I'm going to teach you all about how you can see it for divination purposes. But I also want to go into the actual scientific meanings behind the symbols on the tarot. For over 2,000 years, we've had a scientific and a religious dogma just basically said there is not anything but what we say in this world, and tarot is really relegated to the realm just of magic and of divination and new age stuff. In my experience, yes, that is true, and it does have that aspect to it, that psychic aspect, definitely taking part in the quantum field. However, this knowledge is also based on scientific principles which came directly out of Egypt. Alchemy also came out of Egypt. Tarot and alchemy together worked to form a code. And this code was passed on and on and on through generations. So we have even what you can see today as the playing cards that we, use in a poker game. Even those cards have a coded meaning to them. This is how we protected ancient truth and ancient science for thousands of years from the likes of the churches and the religions who said that, you need to go through us to have scientific revelation. The first alchemists were revolutionary. They were scientists both of the material and the non-material planes. Egyptian science demonstrates both the harmony of the physical world and the non-physical world. When that is in balance, the greatest works of architecture and civilization were made manifest. I hope to elucidate some of those codes with this tarot. Very excited to share with you my absolute love and passion for history and primary source and alchemy, as well as the metaphysical, the unseen, the shamanic side of the tarot. There are two sides to it. Modern science has progressed to the point where we now understand quantum physics. There are other dimensions. We have technology that utilizes other dimensions to store information. So quantum physics is becoming something that we truly are integrating into our lives. And I think it needs to be integrated into tarot. For 2,000 years, all religions and the aristocracies which are attached to them have attempted to keep this knowledge solely for the elite. Not any longer. We're done with that phase. The motto of the ancient Druids who learned their alchemy from the Egyptians, whose genetic bloodline can be traced back 10,000 years as coming up from Africa and going into Ireland and across the Atlantic Ocean and into the Americas. The ancient Druids, they said the truth against the world, and that's what this tarot is about. It is about the truth. It may look artistic, it may look like fanciful and beautiful, but it's really a search for truth and a liberation of that truth. This is why I am here and why I've been put on this planet. And I thank you for your support, and I thank you for listening.